Here we are at the third part of the UBD model. That's the learning plan, not the lesson plan, which is the whole kit and caboodle. The learning plan is the outline of the actual classroom teaching. Now, once upon a time, this is where lesson planning began, and perhaps it worked once upon a time, but no longer. Witness the decline in U.S. performance internationally, both in literacy and numeracy. As the UBD model indicates, crafting the actual lesson comes after we know what we want to achieve. That is, our desired results, and how we will know we've achieved those results, that is, the assessment. Now, let me qualify a second using the writing process as a metaphor. We talk about the steps of the writing process: pre-writing, organizing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. Now, we might teach these in a linear fashion, but in reality, the process is, as we tell our students, and we know from our own experience as writers, recursive. We move back and forth between the steps. So when I am revising, I might realize I need to reorganize. Or when I am drafting, I might suddenly realize I need more data collection, so I'm going back to pre-writing. So too in lesson planning. You might have an idea for a way to teach something, but if your cool idea doesn't teach any of the skills you and your school or district believe students should know, understand, and be able to do, then that lesson is what I call Poe with a flashlight. As you begin to craft lessons, and I do mean craft them, it is an acquired art. Think not only about the skills you want to teach and the tasks you will use to assess mastery, but the language associated with English language arts. For example, if your assignment asks students to infer something and they have no idea what is an inference, then you will end up with neither knowledge nor understanding, and not a single inference. The same goes with context. Here's the Wiggins and McTighe Stage 3 template for a learning plan. Their learning plan identifies what learning experiences and instruction will enable students to achieve the desired results you've identified. And instruction is designed to teach to the assessments you have developed. Let's look ever so briefly at what the UBD folks identify as the elements of their learning plan. First place, they say that students do better with a map, so teachers must help them see where a lesson or a unit is going and what is expected of them. In addition, teachers need to know from where a student starts, that is, his or her prior knowledge. Cool, all fine. A hook, it's a way to engage students at the top of a lesson. Again, perfectly cool. Equipping students means providing them with the instruction they need to engage the tasks you develop. As I've already said, learning is about reflection, and out of reflection comes rethinking and revision. And evaluation is key to reflection. When students reflect on their work, they are necessarily evaluating what worked well and what worked less well, instead of badly. It will become clear to you very quickly, if it hasn't already, that I believe that all we do in the classroom must be tailored to the needs, interests, and abilities of students. There is a difference between tailoring to interests, which means connecting learning to the lives and interests of students, and tailoring to ability, which is where our discussions of differentiation and modification fit.